very famous shloka in Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, where Duryodhana says, Madarte tyakta jivitaha. For my sake, many people are ready to give up their lives. Duryodhana is very confident that he will have a he has had a very successful recruitment campaign. But Krishna is saying here, Sa Mahatma, that Mahatma who says Vāsudevaḥ Sarvam iti. This Vāsudevaḥ Sarvam can be taken in a jnana sense or a bhakta sense. Because it is saying, bahūnāṁ janmanām ante jñānavān māṁ prapadyate. It might not be completely just to say that he is seeing Vasudevam everywhere. Sarvam not necessarily in the form of space. You see, that might not be very fitting. Just to interpret like that. Vasudevaḥ is there as an x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Cutting across all spatial dimensions, he is existing. Cutting across all boundaries, micro, macro. Antarbahihi tatsarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. Does Vasudevaḥ Sarvam mean here Krishna's vyapakatvam, his pervasiveness? Does it say one who's a jnani just realizes my vyapakatvam, my pervasiveness? Would that do justice? What is your opinion? Anyone? What else could be the meaning of the word sarvam? Any guesses?
He is everywhere, in everybody's heart and every atom.
That is what I said, right? That is the traditional understanding. But would that mean that alone, or could there be something else? So that is the meaning of the word vyapakatvam. Vyapakatva means where Krishna is present everywhere, his quality of being present everywhere. So is that what is being mentioned here, or is there something more? He is present everywhere is the meaning of the word, meaning, his understanding of jnani. He is present everywhere. Okay, fine, that is true. But sarvam, what could it mean? Vasudevaḥ Sarvam. Go ahead.
There is nothing else more than that?
Yeah, correct. That could also be another way of understanding Sarvam. Okay. Any other answers?
If we think the whole universe is the Vishwarupam, then he is everything. In that
is
sense.
also, that is also okay. That is also nice. Yes. All these are correct answers. He's present everywhere. Okay. So Sarvam can mean that from a spatial sense. Okay. Spatial sense means he's present inside, outside. He's present with my Paramatma. Yes, very nice. But another way, it can be understood. Today is the appearance day of Sri Ramanujacharya. So I thought, it might be very beautiful to read his commentary. Ramanujacharya had great love for the Lord. He had great affection for the Lord, and he was massaging his spiritual master. At that point was Yadava Prakasha. And Yadava Prakasha was commenting on the very famous verse of the Upanishads, Tasya yatha kapyasam pundarikam makshmi. And he was interpreting that verse. So there are verses that indirectly point to the form of the Lord. In Upanishads, it doesn't mention the Lord explicitly. So he was interpreting that verse. It's supposed to mean the beautiful eyes of the Lord, but he somehow interpreted it to mean that the Lord's effulgence, the Lord's Swarupam, is as difficult to perceive, difficult to understand, as difficult to understand as the red, what do you say, kapiyasam, his back sitting portion, right? His back portion. Like if you see the monkey's back portion, it is red. So like that, the tasyadha kapyasam pundarikam eva makshini. So just that is how Yadava Prakasha interpreted it. So, and as he was comparing the eyes of the Lord to the ass of a monkey, so Ramanujacharya started crying, and he cried so much that those hot tears, as Ramanujacharya was massaging on Yadava Prakasha, one second. So he was, and Yadav Prakasha was wondering, why are you crying? What happened? And Ramanujacharya went on to explain how the interpretation that he gave was incorrect. So he separated the word kapyasam, pundarikam eva makshini in a way that he made it out that it is actually the lotus face. It is like the lotus. And why is the lotus meant to be? Lotus is usually white. Why is it mentioned? It is red. So it is said the Lord's eyes are white only, but when it sees the beauty of devotees, it cries in ecstasy. As it cries in ecstasy, those eyes are actually red in color, right? And it's not reddish. It is the right word is crimson red. I don't know if you have heard of that color, crimson red. So that is why it is mentioned like that. So a person who knows the heart of the Lord can interpret these scriptures properly. But one who knows only the external Mīmāṁsa Shastra cannot actually understand what these meanings of the scriptures are. They don't understand the ecstasy of this person who's writing these verses. So I mentioned this past time that Ramanujacharya had this debate with his Yadava Prakasha, and when Ramanujacharya explained it like this in front of all the students, Yadava Prakasha felt very offended, and then he actually plotted to kill Ramanuja actually because he was getting too famous. And as he had plotted to kill Ramanuja, Govinda told Ramanuja prior, "Hey, our spiritual master is planning to, he actually brought Ramanujacharya to a tour, right, to an outing, and he thought of leaving Ramanujacharya there only next day. And Govinda came to know about that, and Govinda told Ramanujacharya, hey, our spiritual master is going to leave you here only, and he's going to quietly leave you here and go. So you better find a way out before he leaves you." And as Ramanujacharya was thinking, he had gone to, I think, if my memory serves me right, he had tried to leave, and at that point of time, the presiding deity of Kanchipuram, Varadarajaswamy, and his consort, forgot her name. What is the name of the Lakshmi Devi is for Varadarajaswamy? If someone knows, let me know. So they both came and took Ramanujacharya from that place, and they directly transported him from wherever he was touring to Kanchipuram directly, right? And then at that time, Kanchipuram, Ramanujacharya was serving, doing the service of actually taking water from the well and bringing it for the worship of the Lord. This is what he was doing. So Ramanujacharya had great love for the Lord. And another time, what happened was as that caused dissension between him and the spiritual master is the king's daughter was actually possessed by a spirit, and Yadav Prakasha was invited to actually cure that evil spirit, but Yadav Prakasha wasn't successful, and the evil spirit told, it was a Brahma Rakshasa. So Brahma Rakshasa in that king's the daughter's body told, I know who you are. Please don't what to say. I know your past, right? Your past was that you are actually a very, I think it was a crow or something, a very lowly creature you are in your previous birth. But because a low caste person, who was a devotee, a low caste person who was a devotee, he ate some meals and you ended up somehow honoring that Mahaprasadam that this low caste person ate and left. And because you honored that, somehow you became a devotee. Right? This is your position, Yadava Prakasha. Hmm? And when Yadava Prakasha heard this, right? So he became very perturbed. So you, such a low person, you are trying to come and liberate me or what? You yourself have been born a Brahmana because of honoring this Mahaprasadam of a devotee. I am also a Brahma Rakshasa who has entered the daughter's body because I wanted to honor the Prasadam of a great devotee who's your disciple, who's at that point, I forgot Ramanujacharya's previous name. So I wanted to honor your disciples Mahaprasadam. So you come, you bring Ramanujacharya and you bring me his remnants. So if you do that, then I will go away from this place. So when he heard that, Yadava Prakasha became very ashamed. So Ramanujacharya was brought in and he placed his foot on the princess. Others say, he also offered Mahaprasadam, and by honoring that Mahaprasadam, he actually, she became purified and she left. Okay, this Brahma Rakshasa left her body. So in this way, Ramanujacharya became very powerful. And eventually, of course, he went to Tirukoštiyur. Maybe we should discuss the pastime of Ramanujacharya sometime this week or next week. Very beautiful how he visited his spiritual master 18 times to get Upadesha from his Tirukoštiyur. And he also, how he served his another spiritual master, Tirukachchi. He was a low caste person. But because he served prasadam to this devotee, his wife actually washed all the vessels. And Ramanujacharya invited Tirukachchi to dinner, to lunch, so that he could eat his remnants. So in Ramanujacharya's pastime, there will be a lot of pastimes on eating the remnants of prasadam. Just like we have in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Right? There was this devotee named Kalidas. I don't know if you have read. Right? He is known for honoring the Mahaprasadam of devotees. Similarly, in Ramanujacharya's pastime, there is a lot of account on eating the Mahaprasadam, Maha. Right? So, so Ramanujacharya had invited Tirukachchi to honor his Mahaprasadam. So, but what his wife would do is, because she's from a little more traditional background, she would wash all the vessels that Tirukachchi had eaten, and whatever was remaining, she would put to the cows and she would cleanly keep it. And Ramanujacharya, when he came back, he would see all that was washed and he would become hugely disappointed. And that becomes one of the turning points. He was already considering sannyas, thinking of great renunciation. Because of his great renunciation, at that point of time, he actually ends up getting renounced. He takes sannyas ashrama. So, very interesting pastime of Ramanujacharya, very heart-wrenching actually. I wanted to discuss the commentary here. Actually, that is how I started. So, Ramanujacharya very beautifully says, Sadavaha Ukta Lakshanartha Dharmashiraha. So, whatever I was telling, this Vasudeva Sarvam is Vaishnava Agresaraha mas samashrayane pravritta man nama karma swarupanam avang manasa gocharataya mad darshanat rite svatmadharana poshana adi sukham alabhamana anumatra kalam api kalpasahasram anvanaha pratishila sarvagatra bhaveyuhi mat swarupa cheshtita avalokana Alapadidānena teshām paritranaya tad viparitāna vināṣaya kṣīnasya vaidika dharmasya mad ārādhana rūpasya anārādhya svarūpa pradashanena tasya sthāpanāya cha devam anushyaadi rūpena yuge yuge sambhavāmi. So he is mentioning this. What is the meaning of the Vasudeva Sarvam is that they are, for them, everything is the Lord only. They don't have anything separate from the Lord. For them, entertainment is the Lord. For them, eating is also Lord. For them, drinking is Lord. For them, everything is the Lord. If they want to get entertained, they read about Krishna. If they feel thirsty, they read Bhagavatam so they can drink the pastimes of the Lord. If they feel thirsty, right, they drink the Bhagavatam. If they feel hungry, they chant the holy name of the Lord. So in this way, for them, there is nothing called entertainment separately. This is, my learning. This is my this is my that. For them, everything, Vasudevaḥ Sarvam, right? For them, Krishna is their bandhu, Krishna is their mother, Krishna is their father, Krishna gives them the salary, Krishna gives them entertainment, Krishna gives them Krishna gives the devotees protection. Krishna gives them state of stupor, Krishna makes them anxious, Krishna makes them excited, Krishna makes them forgetful, Krishna makes them remember things. So Vasudevaḥ Sarvam. For materialists, there is different things we are getting from different people, right? So we are getting entertainment from Netflix. We are getting existence from office. We are getting, sex desire from our spouses. We are getting some affection from our children. We are getting some peace from the temple, some socialization from Sunday feast. Some little minor, smaller scale socialization from Bhakti Vriksha. So in this way, we are getting different things from different places. But a devotee is not like that. Vasudevaḥ Sarvam iti sa mahātmā su-durlabhaḥ. For him, Krishna is everything. He doesn't have anything else. Madan, very nicely Ramanujacharya mentions. He says, Anumatra kalam api kalpa sahasram anvānaha. Even small moment, they are not able to tolerate separation from me. Mat swarupa cheshtita avalokana Alapadidānena teshām paritranaya tad viparitāna vināṣāya. So they are not able to darshanāt rite sva atmadharana poshanādi sukham. They are not able to sustain their life without me. Very nice, right? Mad darshanāt rite, without my darshanam rite, swa atmadharana poshana. They are not able to dharana or poshana. This is the meaning of sarvam. They are not able to dharanam, or they are not able to feel poshanam, adi sukham, hari hari. So atma dharana poshana sukham. We need three things: dharana, poshana, sukham. Dharana means what sustains us. Poshana, what nourishes us. Sukham, what gives us happiness. Is it not? Atma, dharana, poshana, adi sukham. Vasudevaḥ Sarvam means Krishna's only dharana, Krishna's only poshana, Krishna's only gives me sukham. Krishna is my water which we need for dharana. I need food to nourish me, poshana. Krishna is my food. I need something for luxury. I need AC, I need ice cream, I need gulab jamun, I need rasagulla, I need kesari. He is my sukham also. Dharana, poshana, sukham. Krishna is everything for me. Mad darshanāt rite sva atmadharana poshanādi sukham alabhamana anumatra kalam api kalpa sahasram anyamānaha. Very, very nice. Very beautiful commentary. So this is the meaning of Vasudevaḥ Sarvam. They do not know anything else but Krishna. And such a person is su-durlabhaḥ prashantātma. It is very, very difficult. Right? I'm searching Arjuna for that person for whom Vasudevaḥ Sarvam, I'm still not able to find. So Krishna is thinking of the gopis. Because I came to Kurukshetra, I came to Dwaraka, thinking I'll find Vasudevaḥ Sarvam, very difficult. I'm not able to get. If Krishna was in Vrindavan, Krishna wouldn't have said that. Right? But Krishna, he's in Kurukshetra, right? And then he's telling, he's not able to tolerate the separation, right? He's telling, I'm not able to find anyone. Su-durlabhaḥ, prashantātma. Very Vasudeva Sarvam sa mahātmā su-durlabhaḥ. very beautiful shlokam, lot of rasam. So I wasn't able to do justice, I felt. So stop here. Any questions or comments are welcome. Okay, thank you, devotees. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad
Thank
pranam.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad pranam.